Campbell, the legend himself. We might know him as Will Ferrell, but you guys may call him the councilman, Will Ferrell. Will's in the building.
Aldo Fair, your sick ass councilman is here.
You're sick again?
WWT.
Wow. What are you sick with? I feel like you were sick like a couple months ago.
No.
Oh,
weather has changed, and we out here.
I don't know. I don't get sick like that. Oh,
that's because you travel so much. You immune to it. You don't slow down enough to get sick. That's what it is. She be outrunning sickness. That's the difference.
But let's.
I need to go to the Bahamas.
Oh my gosh! Well, it was Barbados, and it was shout out to the people, the Bajan people. They treated me very well, and yeah, it was fun. What's up, Boza in the chat? He said Mayor was whining last night on kayfabe about it. Poor honey was going to faint. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get into all that. Yeah, let's get into the SmackDown. So unfortunately, I don't know it, and I really need to invest in VPNs. A VPN, hit us up, sponsor us. Unfortunately, on the West Coast, we haven't seen SmackDown yet. I've got to read a couple of highlights. Will, I don't know if you're in the same boat as me.
Oh no, I watched it. I wasn't missing this.
How did you watch it? On what?
I have white friends. White friends let me get logins. That's why you need to get you some white friends. Get you some
logins. Logins to what? I have white friends.
That'll get you a USA login.
Okay. I'll hit them up about that. Well, without that being said, that's even better. It's 2 out of the 3. So I'll let you guys kind of handle SmackDown and all its highlights and all that good stuff.
Before we even get into John, we kind of have to talk about how SmackDown ended. Mm-hmm. Well, we're going straight to that. yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We're just gonna go straight to what happened. Ended. Right into it. It's not a ghost. It's not a ghost. She's back.
Crazy.
AJ Lee.
That's crazy. Shout out to WWE for not letting Def Rebel touch her music. Thank God, y'all made the right choice.
Yes.
Yes. Were you guys on the side of you didn't think she was coming back, or did you think there was a possible chance of her coming back?
I knew it was when he got back. That's why I knew like it was just a matter of time, and I knew like I follow AJ Lee, so like I know all the work that she's been doing. So it's just like okay, once this stuff gets cleared, it's like I can see her getting ready to make a return. And everything that I think it would be here. I was hoping they pulled a Rhea Ripley card just to mess with people and wait till WrestlePalooza, but they went ahead and got it. They was like, yo, we going to ESPN, we bringing out all the stops, but like you could tell CM Punk is happy and he's happy to be in WWE. You can see like the dramatic change in his personality, the way he moves and stuff. And being that man's wife and to see that stuff, and it's like, yo, this was her passion too. So it's like if you're comfortable, you're back, you feel safe there. And for him to say, I can say I feel safe for you to be back. It was just a matter of time.
Right.
And the time is now.
I guess, Courtney, do you think this is going to be like a long stint, or do you think this is going to be a one-off? Like they're going to have the match with Becky, mixed tag match, and that's going to be, or do you think she's going to be here for a little bit?
I would like for her to be there for a little bit. I was 50-50 on this because I kind of took things with a grain of salt because we know how the dirt sheets are. And I was taking everything with a grain of salt. I was like, is she coming back? Is she not coming back? I don't know. But, and Honey and I were talking about this in the watch along for Clash in Paris. It was like, AJ has to come back after this. It has to be there. But I was very happy. And of course, AJ is a Jersey girl. I got to support my Jersey girls. And also with the fact too, Michael Cole, crazy is my superpower. Because I still have a copy of the book that she wrote. And I still have the t-shirt that I bought when she first started. So always happy to see my Jersey girl back. even though she lives in Chicago now, she's still a Jersey girl. But I would love to see her be in the long run. But it looks like we have a next contender for Becky's Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I'm looking forward to seeing that one-on-one. I'm very curious on the interactions backstage on what's going to happen, because obviously we know there are a lot of ladies now who are influenced by AJ. Of course, like Roxanne is one of them, and many others. So it's going to be very interesting. Everybody. Yep, everybody. Everybody. So very curious on how the backstage segments are going to go. And also, is she going to go to SmackDown? Just SmackDown? Is she also going to go to Raw too? Because Raw's also going to be in Chicago too.
I feel like she free agent it. Just like how CM Punk is, I think they're going to have a like free agent status. So she can go to either one. But there's no way you come back to do this as a wrestler. There's no way you come back to do this and not go do WrestleMania. Like we're 3 months from the road to WrestleMania. There's no way you don't go do one more. It's like, okay, if you're back, you at least got to do one more. And we're going to be in Vegas, and it's probably going to be it's a 2-nighter. There's no way this is just a one-off.
I would say that for some people. The reason why I say it with hesitation with AJ is that it seems like if CM Punk didn't come back, she would have been comfortable not coming back. Like it wouldn't. I don't know if, and I'm not speaking. This is totally a guess, but I don't know if WWE was on her like I gotta come back for another run. Like it just seemed like she's accomplished so much in what she was doing outside of WWE. And she seemed so happy doing it that it was just kind of like that was a part of my life. So with that being said, and that type of attitude, if that is her attitude, I don't know if WrestleMania is like, I got to do one more. She just doesn't seem, she seems like I met her very briefly at WoW, but she seems like a very calm person, like a calming person. Like that's not, that energy, but I could be completely wrong. That's why I'm like, yeah, I could see that for a lot of people, but for her, it might be just like, yo, I'm gonna just do this pop and then go back to my life.
But you don't lose that passion. If you stepped in that ring, that's a drug. And we heard that pop, I'm like, yeah, no, you hooked it in. Hooked it in. When she stopped, hooked it in, and then skipped, I'm like, oh yeah, it got her. It got her. Think about it too and rewind why she left. She left because of where the direction was going. She left because she was still taking some of the flack for CM Punk, what he was doing outside of the company while he was going. So, and you got to remember, all of those people that were there when she was there are gone. It's a whole new regime. This is a whole different place of people. People she do know are in different positions now. And again, like you're at a point where your husband is happy to be here. And this has always been her passion. So it's just like, yo, for you to come back, and again, like I said, the clip I put out today, like, yo, these are all your kids. Like we just watched her beat her daughter up. These are your children. So it's like, yo, you need to be here. And it's like, yo, we need that run. Like I said, it gotta be a long time. I'm not saying it gotta be like 3-5 years. It's like, but yo, like, give me till WrestleMania. And if it's like, yo, she got to go back and start doing her other stuff, by all means. There's so many people that are on that roster I want to see AJ Lee go up against. And if we can just get Saraya to come back, y'all, we in trouble. We in trouble then. We in so much trouble.
Both to say, I'm thinking if they get 3 years, woo.
3 years is a lot. Now it sounds like a lot, but if she part-time 3 years, that could happen. That could happen.
Yeah, because we can get into. What are you gonna say, Will? Sorry.
No. No. Go ahead. I was just saying, like 3 years part-time seems feasible.
Yeah, because I don't know if you want to get into Cena. The fact that like he has like 2 more after this, and it's just kind of like, wait, where did the time go? So kind of just piggybacking off of what you said, 3 if it's part-time and you have your date selected and all the things, and it's just like, oh, That's a easy. Because now you're coming back on your own terms, which
Yeah.
is the best way for anything, whether it's a job or wrestling, whatever. It's the best way to leave it. Not everybody has that opportunity. So yeah, we'll see. I'm really curious about this run, but I don't know because like I said, you two are the ones who watch SmackDown. I don't know if you want to get into Cena or if there's something else you want to get into first.
John kicked off the show. We got to see him versus Sami Zayn for the US title.
Before we get into that, go back to this picture because somebody on the internet, go back to the AJ Lee picture. Somebody has ruined this for me. That they posted a meme and they was like, "Yo, how crazy is it that there was a picture of AJ Lee when she was younger, crying, getting an autograph from Lita?" They was like, "How crazy is it that she was crying at this wrestler and then wound up marrying her ex-boyfriend?"
Oh my god!
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I was like, "Yo, I could not." When I saw that, I could not see that. I was like,
yeah, that was.
She was crying and he didn't show no audio. I was like, she cried because she finna steal your dude.
Oh my gosh. But it's kind of crazy. Well, I mean, we can go into a whole tangent about that. And we are having WWT After Dark right after this show. So definitely keep it locked. If you are a member, you can hear some behind the scenes conversations that, you know, you guys might be wondering, like, what do they really be saying? That's going to be WWT After Dark.
Yeah.
Because, I want to say something, but I'm going to leave it alone. Go on, Courtney.
Courtney got John Cena.
Yes, John Cena, Sami Zayn. They kicked it off. It was for the United States title. It was a hard-fought battle between these two, and thought it would be a winner. But unfortunately, AJ wasn't the only person that came back. We got to see an appearance from Brock Lesnar, and he took out both Sami Zayn and his foe, John Cena. And it is official, and it's ironic. Well, you guys were talking about this on kayfabe last night. It is official at WrestlePalooza. It will be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
I think we all saw this coming, right?
Right.
Yeah. It was just a matter of time.
Right. So WrestlePalooza's Cena, Brock, and then Cena has one more appearance after that?
No, so he has a Raw appearance, he has a SmackDown appearance, he has Perth for
Saturday night's main event.
And then another show, a Raw in Boston, another SmackDown, and then Saturday night's main event, which is now going to be in Washington, D.C. on the 13th.
Mm-hmm. So after Brock, who else do we see John having a match with?
So here's the thing that we had a deliberation on yesterday on kayfabe, and be sure to go check out that episode. If John wins, that puts him and Brock at 4-4 as far as matches that matches they've had throughout their career. Right now, it's 4-3 with Brock in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
So, does it go one more time with him and Brock to see who wins, or do you leave it at 4-4? Or do we shut the whole club down and have the biggest Saturday night main event we've had, and you bring out The Rock?
Oh, The Rock ain't coming back. Well, according to all the articles,
The Rock has nothing planned in December.
Well, yes. Okay, so according to like the articles and not necessarily the dirt sheets, he's saying that he's committing himself to acting, like this new role that or I don't know if the movie's just come out, but this movie that just came out, you can kind of see he's kind of he's doing something more dramatic, and he's no longer, because a lot, and no shade to The Rock, because I love me some Rock, but in a lot of his movies, he's the Rock in the movie. Like he's DJ in the movie. Whereas this movie, I didn't even realize, like they said he was in the movie, and I'm like, wait, where is he? Like though, even just his appearance, his all that stuff. And so there have been articles floating around that are non-wrestling related that it's like he's committing himself 100% to making these type of movies, these quality movies, not to say his other movies were trash. So I don't know if that's a swerve on us, or like whatever happened behind the scenes, he's like, all right, F y'all. I really don't. I really, I'm not going to say anything publicly. I'm just going to do me. And this is part of my passion. And,
So
so I would love to see it, but.
So here's why I can understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
This is also not the first time he said that and came back.
Mm-hmm.
It was right after him versus John, and he got hurt. And a director had told him, like, hey, you need to leave this alone and focus on acting. And he was like, yo, you know what? They're right. And I'm going to take that advice and I'm going to keep pushing it forward. And we didn't see him for it.
But when was that? At what point of his career was that?
That was when he came back to face John at WrestleMania. So again, he had been for a little bit.
In Florida?
I think in Florida, yeah.
Okay, Florida.
And he was hurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he made that statement before. So that's why I say I hear you. But as someone that's been in the ring, that's a drug. There's a reason why Undertaker should have stopped and didn't stop. And especially if it's John Cena and this is your last year, this is it. And another person where they're 1-1. So do you end the 2 out of 3 series? And if you look at it, it all kind of lines up right. Because it's like, yo, you like Rock can come back and say, yo, you turned heel and failed. That's why
I mean, there's a story for it. I don't know.
Because the question I have to ask is, with all of this that has been prepping up to what we've gotten to, who closes it out? Because that's where the caliber we're at now. Like, you don't go, hey, it's him and Brock Lesnar one last time, and it's like, oh, it's going to be him and Baron Corbin at Saturday night's main event. Like, yo, last match got to be epic. So that's why I'm just like, who, if not Brock, if not Rock, who? We already had Randy. I love AJ Styles. AJ Styles is not it. AJ Styles should have happened at Clash if we were going to do.
Right. I mean, so I'm pulling for it, but man, I feel like The Rock and WWE don't really be caring about our feelings. Like, I don't care what you want.
Yeah, but now think of it. Ain't about feelings now. What you're very good at, TK. Think of the money.
Right, but if you are the boss of TKO, or if you're part of the people that is essentially creating the money, like how much? I don't know if they could pay him the amount of money to be in the ring, and not to say like it's a crazy amount, but it's like how much would they pay him to be in the ring than what he's already making? It's like trying to figure out what to buy somebody who has everything as a birthday gift. Like, what do I do? What, for instance, what would you buy The Rock for a birthday gift? Like, you can't buy bigger things because he has money, so it'd have to be sentimental. So that's where the thing is. But if there already allegedly issues already back why we haven't seen The Rock thus far, then I don't know if money is going to be the thing that brings him in.
The only issue was scheduling. That was it. Everything he's done shooting everything that he's done right now before he ramps up for 2026. And you got to remember too, Saturday night main event isn't like SummerSlam. It ain't like WrestleMania. They don't have to go long.
Here's the thing. We could say scheduling all the time, right? But we all know the schedule for WWE, meaning it's all year round. But you know the highs, like the SummerSlams, the WrestleMania, like the big ones that make sense. Like, we're not going to see, The Rock at a smaller pay-per-view, or we're not going to see him on a one-off SmackDown in the middle of, I don't know, June or something.
No, you can't say that, because remember what I said. Rock need to show up at NXT in 2025. Nobody thought that was going to happen. What happened?
But wasn't that part? That was part of a. Yeah, but that was part of a. Like what I'm saying is it's exactly what you're saying. We know the scheduling of everything. Like the way WWE set up NXT and all the brands, there nothing's really changing as far as Raw shows up on Monday, SmackDown's on Sunday. SmackDown is on Friday, and these are the PLEs that happen all year round. So
Well, yeah, to that
it's
point,
just more like you're scheduling, like you know what movies you're gonna shoot, you know, like
well, no, so
that's
that's where I have to defer because you don't know what might happen in the schedule of those movies. He had no idea he was going to have to go back and do reshoots for Moana, which was why he had to miss. I forget which pay-per-view it was. He was going to have to miss because he had to go do reshoots. So again, we know the schedule for WWE, but these films that you're doing, all of that stuff be scheduled to change. And then you never know when someone's like, hey, we're going to push the date up and have your movie come out 2 months in advance. Now we need to do the press run and have you go everywhere to promote the movie.
See, I to an extent, yes. But if you're the guy who has the production company who's partnering with the movie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're the guy.
I know you're not. I can definitely tell you that. Just because you got the production, you're not the guy. The sponsors that pay to have their products in there that's paying for you to film that's the guys. You just getting a bang for your buck and more than $7 because now you're shooting it. You're not the guy.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Drum roll. That was a good one.
Yeah. Appreciate that. But that's the thing. So you're not that guy when it comes to that. And he's not always doing, his production company is not always involved in all of his movies. Like they're not a part of Jumanji 3 that's coming out next year.
But he also has a good point. He said he didn't do what John did and basically said no movies for 2025 so he can say goodbye. And not necessarily, Rock hasn't said goodbye. We don't know if he's going to say goodbye. We don't know if he's going to do the John Cena thing. But I think what I'm trying to say, to Bosa's point, you're in such a position that you could say, I want to make this run like with Cena. Meaning that, like, I want to do, like, you could position certain things. I understand what you're saying as far as, the doing callbacks for Moana and all this other stuff, but like you're like number one on the call sheet 90% of the time. So like I feel like there's certain things that so it's if there's a missed opportunity, he would be the one to do that. And speaking of missed opportunities, he's coming in from the streets. Anybody want to play his his intro music?
What is
say his name and he appears? I believe it
said.
I see I have to do myself. I do everything for myself around here. That was a terrible introduction. I had to hit my own music. TK, what are you doing here? I thought you were still in Bangladesh.
Bangladesh?
Yeah, she's the one.
You was out there in Bangladesh, living it up. You back soon.
It was in Barbados. I was only there for 4 days. Thank you very much.
Oh, I knew it was something with a B, and I knew it was very unaffordable. That's all I knew.
It was very unaffordable?
Yes.
I don't know what's in your bank account. I don't know what to tell you.
Wouldn't you like to know?
It's not 8 digits.
We know
this. It's not 10 digits like TK's account.
Oh my goodness.
But again, this goes back to the question though. If not them, who closes it out with John? Who is Cena's last match?
Said, do you have anybody that you're thinking of?
I said just to catch you up. If it's not Brock or Rock, then who?
Well, it's definitely not going to be Dwayne, but I'm still holding out hope that it's not a single person, but a gauntlet of many. And that the last hour of that show be kind of a tribute to John. You can do past, present, future talents across the board. And you have a gauntlet of many for an Iron Man match that John just goes through 23 years of career. Like, you can do a lot of one-offs. I know, I think Kurt Angle was on a podcast saying he wished he could compete. That's a scenario you can compete in. hit your music, do like a quick 1-2 minute spot, next man come up. And then you can really end the show with somebody you want to put over. Or maybe you can get The Rock to do like a quick 5-minute match with John. And I think it should end in a draw if they do something like that. But there's a number of ways you can actually hit all your bases while getting some people to go over that need the rub from John, because I don't want to say we completely blew and botched this entire year, but I think they could have done more with the dates. Like the United States Open Challenge with Sammy tonight, chef's kiss. Perfect. I'm glad that Sammy got to compete with John with one of these very few dates, but there's so many other talents that can use that as well.
It's interesting.
It is interesting. What else happened on SmackDown?
We had another U.S. titles match with and Michin and screw you, Chicago, because you didn't show them no love, which I don't understand. It was okay. If I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know if they're just not good dance partners together, but it was okay.
Said, do you have a white friend too you can watch SmackDown with?
I'm sorry, what kind of question is that?
So
I didn't
Courtney
know WWT was a workplace of discriminatory nature.
So Courtney obviously is able to watch SmackDown because she's on the East Coast. I didn't get to watch it because I'm here, and I assumed Will didn't get to watch it either. But Will said,
"Here's my question: how are you not able to watch it?"
I didn't actually. Well, I usually watch it on Hulu, and on Hulu it starts at 8 p.m. Pacific time. I'm gonna try to watch it on USA. It didn't really dawn on me to go on USA through Hulu, so I'm gonna try that next week because I usually watch it on the treadmill the day after.
Okay. Because I was like, you make it seem like none of us get to catch this until it's done. I'm like,
y'all see how TK threw in on the treadmill? Oh, I'm so fit. I'm TK Trinidad. Like on the treadmill.
Hey, listen. We've known from the jump. She be in that gym. That's one thing I'm always throw out there. Like there's one place TK gonna be at, it's an island and the gym.
Oh my God! Wow.
Those are the two places she gonna be.
Wow.
And she not gonna miss. She not gonna miss a day. She not gonna. I applaud her and admire her for that. She will not miss a day at the gym.
So, Said, did you get to watch SmackDown?
I didn't watch the full. I was following along online, so I kind of have the gist of what happened. But I'm gonna watch the full show tonight.
Okay.
We're waiting for to see how they were going to do the return. Like I said, I mentioned I love how they opened the show. I was curious if you were going to. I was wondering how they were going to do it. Are you going to open the show with John because it's last SmackDown? Are you going to close the show with John? And how are they going to do this AJ Lisa? So I like the way they did it. I think they did it the right way. Having the show closed is such a big return. Michael Cole with another great ball, like playing this thing over 3,800 degrees. Like that's man, for the fat guy looking at that.
Yeah. What up, Cliff? So Cliff has been like an after buzzer, like long time friend of the show. So it's nice to see you in the chat. Guess this time works for you. With that being said, is there any
shade?
Why was that shade? I said I guess this time works for you because you're usually not on live. Not everything is shade. Oh my goodness. What else happened on SmackDown?
We got to see Aleister Black taking on Damian Priest, and Aleister Black picked up a win. And we got to see a promo between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. And we do have some matches announced for next week. Some stuff. Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton one-on-one next week. We get to see Tiffany Stratton taking on Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship match. And Brock Lesnar will be making an appearance all next week on SmackDown.
It's crazy how no one cared about any of those things. I really feel bad for the rest of these matches that happen on SmackDown. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I really do feel bad for them because you started off hot and we knew what everybody was waiting for, and the rest of these people really just did not get any love tonight on SmackDown. I was like, dang, bro, that's crazy.
Well,
Now I do want to ask this though. The Jade Cargill Tiffany Stratton match. Is it right for the championship to be here, or should it be on another PLE?
Oh man. That lets me know that we're not going to get any change of regard with the title.
Yeah.
not for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna give Jade one more match, and then that's it.
Hold on, people. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah. But we also got more matches announced for AAA, which is next Friday. We know. Yeah, we now know. They announced this during SmackDown. We know Del Vodkinko will face off against Dirty Dom next week. We also had some more matches announced. We have Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana taking on Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez. We're going to see the boat. Well, not the boat, but hopefully we see Natty Neidhart in action next week. And we also have a fatal four-way match for the NXT North American Championship.
The Canadian Championship.
Oh, Canadian Championship.
Sorry, my dog is acting up.
These four matches alone gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Like, it's shaping up to be another great Worlds Collide for them.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun show. It does look like the card looks really fun. I'm pretty sure we'll probably see a lot of shenanigans and surprises. Would not be shocked if AJ Styles put his nose in again with Dirty Dom. And also, I know Lola's facing off against JC Jane. We'll see where that goes.
I just love how JD and Finn think they Hispanic. I just really love how they really out here like they Hispanic. Because they just be up and through this AAA card all the time. I'm like, yo. And I saw like one video they put out where like Finn was speaking Spanish and stuff. I'm like, okay, y'all done extended the Judgment Day just a little bit for me. I didn't know y'all was out here bilingual like that. Okay. Okay, Finn.
Yeah, because I think his wife is Spanish. Yeah, because like she's one of the commentators for Fox Sports in Mexico. But I'm very happy for that. But it's shaping up to be a good card for AAA next Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern time on the East Coast, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And it'll be back on YouTube.
Jeez.
Oh, man, it's been great to be on Peacock.
I know.
Yep. I mean, I think it might be, I agree, but I think they're trying to build to almost like get us used to, like get us invested that when they move over to wherever, ESPN or wherever.
No, all of that stuff is gonna be on Peacock. Only the WPLEs will be on ESPN. NXT is gonna be on Peacock. Saturday Night Main Event is gonna be on Peacock, and supposedly there is rumors that TNA and AAA will go over to Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that would be fun if they go onto Peacock. That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting.
Oh, and for all those that keep asking, the library is supposed to be staying on Peacock.
Okay. And that's good. And that's good to know. And obviously, with John, I could have sworn I had John. Hold on.
I just saw
there it is.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Because I was like with John. Yeah, but we talked about this. It's been official from WWE. John's going to make his final appearances in Boston on November 10th and New York City on November 17th.
I know they mad. I know Boston is tight right now. They thought they was getting it. They thought he was going to end it there.
But
that's hilarious.
It's going to end in New York.
Yeah. Nah, supposedly Washington.
Oh, DC. Oh, yeah, DC, because Saturday night's main event.
night's main event. Yeah, Saturday night main event supposed to be his last match.
It's crazy. Like, which would you have rather? Like this, even though this run is not, as some of us would have hoped. Would you rather know him for, okay, we only have him for a year, or more like he announces it a couple weeks, like, yo, he comes back, he does a run, he's like, this is it. Sorry, y'all not gonna see me anymore.
Here's my thing. Everybody keep trying to talk like this run wasn't great. What are we talking about, really?
Well, I don't think so. I feel like people are not saying it wasn't great, but it's one of those things. Is what you hoped for. So, like for me, I would have wanted to heal John a little bit longer. However, it is what it is. Like, I'm okay with this run, but I know a lot of people who are not okay with it. Meaning, like, oh well, how are you gonna? You haven't done John the justice like that he deserves by doing X, Y, and Z. So with that being said, like, would you prefer like just a regular, like he has a run, like say it was Brock Lesnar, or say it was, The Rock, like a go around, and then he's like, yeah, this is my last match. Y'all ain't gonna see me no more. Or now you had a year to say goodbye.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shut up. Y'all couldn't have printed out nothing better. I promise you, y'all couldn't have written nothing better than what we got right now. You got everything out of John Cena. The dude you barely see gave you a full year. Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, Heel Cena, 17, never seen 17, CM Punk, Randy Orton, Logan Paul. Who'd he face at SummerSlam? Cody Rhodes.
Cody and Sami Zayn tonight.
Yeah, like what more do y'all want? The dude gave you Peacemaker this year.
It dropped. Season 2 dropped.
Yeah, and it's a banger. It's like, yo, like I get what y'all saying, but it's like, yo, like to say you have to compact all of this into a year. I think they did an incredible job at having this. Now, do you want to see and I get it, it's like y'all want to see every time he was here, put him in a match. That's not what he said he was doing. I don't even know why y'all thought that was gonna happen. Like he finna wrestle every time he there.
Well, everybody has hopes.
Yeah, y'all don't ask that for CM Punk. And when he got back, he was there for like 3 solid months and didn't wrestle. I think they did a fantastic job for the last time is now. The merch sales, everything. When you talk about this last run that's going to be shown, all the moments this man gave us. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch WWT. How many times have we been talking about John Cena? He's been the topic of discussion. How many memes have been made of him? How many times, like, again, you have everything we have ever wanted to see from John, we got. Is he going to top Ric Flair's record? We got to witness that. We were blessed thanks to well, no, because TK didn't do that because we got through 5 for that. But me and the mayor and TK, we were all in the same place and saw Ric Flair's face when this man won 17. I will never forget that. I know TK wasn't paying attention because she be busy. I was watching Ric Flair's face when it happened. I'm like, yo, that was for me. And again, this I will give her this credit for that. That's a moment for me I will always cherish. That was bigger to me than actually being in the arena when he won. To see Ric Flair's face when this happened. And Ric Flair wasn't sad or nothing. It was just like, yo, well deserved. Also, he was tired as hell and was ready to go home.
Oh my God.
But I think we got everything you were supposed to get from Cena. The heel run, the upstart. He wrestled the upstarts. Logan Paul. We just saw an incredible match with Sami Zayn. The Beast came back. We had an incredible match with Randy Orton. You can't tell me there wasn't one match he had when he came back this year that was not a banger.
He wrestled R-Truth.
Wrestled R-Truth. It's like, so what more do you want?
I agree with you. I'm just saying that I feel like people are just, you like, for instance, like I'm still, we might never get Naomi in the bloodline, and you could retire, like say she retires and all the things, and that never happens. That's gonna be something that I'm always gonna like, man, they missed the mark on that. So I think no matter, and that's the great thing about wrestling. We create these stories and these alternate universes where we feel that WWE might not be going on the right path. And because we create these and we think that we know better, which, if we did, then we should be writing for WWE. They're missing the mark, and therefore you're not happy with the end result. But with the question that I pose, I'll answer it. I actually like the fact that we had a year. It's almost like giving the person the flowers while they're there, that we had the year. We know how important it is, and every moment was important. He was coming into your city, or you got to watch it, or all the things, opposed to, this is my final match, y'all, and then we out.
Who else has gotten this before? Who else has gotten a year retirement tour? Think about it. How many days did he have? How many days did he have total that he was giving us?
Bosa?
It was over 30, right?
Around 30, 40 dates.
This man got 40 different shirts. 40 different shirts. This man wore 40 different shirts coming out every time he was there.
Same jorts.
Same jorts. Jorts were not going to change. Nor was them Skechers shoes. But 40 different shirts. You hit merch. You didn't hit moments. You gave us incredible matches on your last run. Not no lackluster shit either. So I'm saying, like, yo, if y'all feel like y'all could write a better way of this, by all means, let me know. But what it is there's no pleasing y'all. I could give you a golden toilet and you'll be like, it's cool, but it's not brush gold. But it's all right. I'll take it.
John's right about wrestling fans. John is right.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
John is right.
John is right about y'all. You ain't shit.
Oh my goodness. Something that is not shit is the Women's Wrestling Archive. So you guys should check it out.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's gonna pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Your transition.
Now, what?
Your segues.
What?
Nothing. There's a reason why Courtney's laughing. There's a reason.
It's not. This is what y'all should support. Nick Khan, let's talk about it, Courtney.
Yeah, this was actually an interesting story, and this popped up on socials. Apparently, a fan ran into WWE President Nick Khan at Halloween Horror Nights in the Wyatt Six house at Universal Studios, and apparently got some content on it because it has been floating on socials. Apparently, the fan said he loves everything WWE is doing, but admitted that the prices are a little crazy. And Nick Khan joked that he thought they were too cheap. The fan said they were a little steep, at least for him, and Khan replied that he understood. The fan then thanked Khan for everything, but of course, we learned that WWE's been setting new gate records throughout the year, including Clash in Paris.
I mean, we talked about this a whole bunch of times. At the end of the day, people are buying the tickets. It's not like WWE raised the prices and, now nobody's buying and then they were scrambling. People are buying the tickets at these ridiculous prices, and, it's leaving a lot of fans who can't afford it out. But, at the end of the day, you're right, Bo. So TKO is about the money. So it's like, yes, you want to cater to the fans, but the fans can stay at home and watch it on ESPN or however else, a white friend and watch it on USA Network. So,
And you also have to think of what audience that they're doing, especially now because they're bringing in influencers in, sponsorships in, pretty much people who have the big bucks. I mean, it may not be suitable for us, but that's the audience and casual audience that they're turning to, especially if they never watched wrestling before.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember a lot of these people too are sports fans, and if you start now thinking about how much sports tickets cost, I don't bitch about
Super
going at
Bowl?
all. Right.
Oh my gosh.
An average ticket for the NFL is between what, $80 to $200 to watch
Eagles
teams play.
The Eagles home opener was $600.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look at and if you don't believe it, look what's behind Nick Khan in his image. Why is he not about? You think he wouldn't be about dollars? And I think I have to remember too, like it caught like people tend to forget, like because and again, I'm just painting to show both sides of it. I'm still on the IWC side of like, hey, I'm not paying $50,000 just to sit in the front of WrestleMania. I pay $50,000. Roman better come acknowledge me.
But here's the question: if $50,000 to you was $1,000 or $100, then would you pay for it?
No. But remember too, I also grew up poor, so I wouldn't make those decisions. Now again, if I was someone that grew up with wealth, not even just wealth, or was comfortable, to your point, then yeah, that'd be a different scenario. For me, I could not convince myself to splurge on something like that much money.
Okay, I'm not gonna convince you otherwise.
Yeah, no, think about it really, TK. Is there something better that 50,000 could go to right now in your head?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'll put it like this. At one point in my life, spending I was at the airport and I got a burger and fries and a drink, and I think it was like $50, and I gave the guy like a $15 tip, right? At one point in my life, I would have looked at that menu and said, oh, I'm going to get some, I'm going to either get some chips or, I wouldn't buy. And the place I went to, I actually like their burgers. Like, I don't eat. I'm not even going to name the names because y'all are going to start, going, I already know where the rabbit hole is. But what I could have afforded 10 years ago on certain food, I don't even eat that food anymore. I rather spend a little bit more money for this particular food because I have the money to spend. It's not like I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? So you move in a different bracket. So if $50,000 to you, you can spend that, your the mortgage for your house is this and you're spending this, and you're seeing the numbers and you can spend that, and it's not going to cause a dent in you're not going to spend it and you're like, dang, how am I going to pay for my house? Like, if that was a drop in the bucket for you, I think it'd be a different mentality. And I think that's the people that they're targeting. Like, it's just
no, they definitely are. But even for me,
those people could afford it.
Yeah, but it's not even just about the money. It's like it's the principle of it. I'm paying $50,000 to sit uncomfortably. That's the first thing. I'm sitting in a chair that's not comfortable for me as someone who is a part of the Big Back Coalition. Do I get to take the chair home? Absolutely. But now I got to drag the chair back to the car.
But if you have $50,000, you're not dragging a chair back to the car. You're getting somebody to take the chair to either the Uber Black or whatever else it is.
I'm giving you the optics. For $50,000, I still got to do work, and I still would have to be slightly uncomfortable. For $50,000, you better roll out the red carpet. I shouldn't even walk to my seat. Get me in the golf cart, bring me to my row, and let me walk, and then I'll take it from there. For $50,000, at least 3 wrestlers got to fist bump me when they coming out. Again, I'm saying like if it's the thing of the experience. 50,000 to just be there after I just explained the thing with Ric Flair. When you start to balance those up, it's like am I really just paying $50,000 to sit in an arena uncomfortable for 4 hours with my neck like this watching the match?
Right.
And then go and pay for overpriced food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on. I feel like if you're paying that much, then the experience is a little bit different. Meaning that like there's a certain type of place that you get dropped off, or parking wise, there's a certain entrance where you're not walking all over the place like
It's not.
all those little perks.
It's not. My homie was at the Vegas show and he had already told me, no, I had to park.
Oh, your homie paid $50,000 for the ticket?
No. He didn't pay 50. It's 50 now. It's 50 now. He spent 10 bands on his.
Oof.
But it was 5 apiece because it had to be in a group setting. So it was him and his wife. So he spent 10 G's on his. He was on the floor.
But and how was his experience?
He was like, it was cool. He was like, I won't do it again. Because he said for 10 G's, I could have got a box and really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. Mm-hmm.
He was like, that's the difference. He was like, yo, for what we paid, we could have been in a box with the services you're talking about, because they'll bring the cart over. They'll bring a whole dessert cart for you to get your stuff. They'll have stuff in the box for you. But he was like, for what we got, it was cool. But he was like, yo, we still had to pay for parking. We still like the only thing that they didn't have to do was they did not have to wait in the line like everybody else.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's also interesting too on what you are comfortable with. So like for instance, like, when they had, regular folks doing press, you had the option of sitting in the stands or being in the box. For me, I'm box all the way. Like I'm like you, not necessarily I'm like uncomfortable in the seats, but like I just like to be comfortable. And being able to walk to the bathroom and not waiting in a line, and all these little things, all these little nuances are important to me. Whereas some people, they want to be in the crowd, they want to be there for the moment, they want to be feeling everybody else's energy. Whereas I'm cool on that. Like I
and hey, all that sounds like a great $3,000 experience at WrestleMania. For 50 G's, I can't say what I was about to say because this ain't the After Dark show. But for 50 G's, a happy ending better be involved. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my. Well,
take that as you will. Take that as you will.
There he goes. Bosa doing a little bit of breaking news for us. So AJ Lee made it clear her next steps. So she wants to become the women's intercontinental champion. So that kind of explains, how we're going to get her for a little bit. So it's not going to be a one-off. So that's good.
WrestleMania. Light it up.
That is good to know. And also talking about Rhea Ripley, because this was actually announced today that she collaborated on merch with the new Terrifier movie series, and that's currently available at Hot Topic. Rhea posted this on her Twitter earlier today, and she's very excited for this latest collaboration and always love seeing this with superstars. But just wanted to get your quick thoughts on this latest venture route for mommy.
Make your money, girl.
Right. Can't do no wrong. Go for it.
Sure, gonna do numbers in Hot Topic.
Yep. Drake going for sure buy one.
Yeah, she's definitely making moves. Very happy for mommy. And yes. So before we even get to TNA, because we were supposed to announce this earlier, and I had the chance to attend Ring of Honor last week. You guys kind of know Athena. She's 1,000 days. 1,000 days. I see forever. Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Congratulations to her on this huge milestone, and definitely really was the arc for Ring of Honor being the Forever Women's Champion. I had the chance to watch her match last week against Mina Shirokana, and they both delivered. Congratulations to her on this milestone, and just wanted to get you guys' quick thoughts on this latest milestone from the fallen goddess.
I mean, I feel like this might be, and let me know what you guys think. This might be a possible After Dark topic. Like 1,000 days, what can be done or what should be done? I mean, do you think or no?
Man, I think Faye TK messed this up and dropped the ball on this. Yeah, if I'm just being honest.
I mean, it's still a great accolade. Not many people can say they had 1,000 day title reign. So she has that stamp. Like wherever she goes in her career, however long her career continues to last, that is a moniker that you'll have. I held a belt for 1,000 days in the modern era. Not a lot of superstars will get to. Very few, like
Very
1%, will be able to say they can do that, regardless of what company it's in. So when you
Right.
talk about women's wrestling and women's history, like this will be one of the top topics you can discuss. Like you won't be able to tell the story of women's wrestling without saying this.
Yeah, I was thinking of Camille, but she had 813 days for NWA. So yeah, she surpassed Camille as well.
Nah, she up there with the rest of them. I think the what it is, Bruno, Bob, Hogan, Roman, her, and then Gunther, I think, with the UK with the NXT UK title. Because I think his was 900 and something days. It's there. I just really wish fake TK would have capitalized on this a little bit more, especially when you see like the run Roman had. Like not to say, not to compare the two, but it's just like I think if you have a woman that's hitting this thing, that's who you should put Ring of Honor on the back of, and then explore that further to make it bigger.
Yeah.
It should be
bigger. Got a super chat. Stage D.
I was wondering what was that noise. I was like,
that was the noise requested by the council members. He's saying, keep up the good work. What do you say? Speaking of bigger, this bigger, isn't it? Thanks, AG.
What did that have to do with this?
Honestly, I didn't know where you were going with the bigger comment earlier. I was going to bow out because it sounded like it was going to be an innuendo, and I was just going to let you do your thing. I was like, all right. Just gonna let you do your thing.
Thank you, Sage D, for the $5. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, if you're wondering all the hype, that wasn't a lot of hype, Will, but we appreciate the super chats. It helps us keep going, and more super chats that come in, we can bring the mayor in more often because he has to go in the streets to balance everything out. So bring in those super chats, you get more of the mayor.
That's how you want to request my presence, huh? Okay. Keep in mind, the mayor has been there every day this week.
I was in a whole different country. What do you want from me?
Well, you can also use those super chats so I can finally get cable and I can watch NXT and we can bring back these watch-alongs.
There it is. Courtney, you want to hit the AEW?
Yeah. Normally I don't do this, but I get to preview AEW Collision tomorrow because it is in Philadelphia. It's at the 2300 Arena. This is concluding their second week of residency in Philadelphia, and just a few matches they announced in there. Tomorrow on TNT, simulcast on Max, we're going to have FTR after what happened on Wednesday. They will be taking on Adam Priest and the Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington. Tommy has been well known, and I've seen him wrestle a few times. And if you're familiar with him, he is actually related to the original Dynamite Kid. So that's a quick note right there. We're also going to hear from the TNT champion Kyle Fletcher and that creep Don Callis I don't really care about. But we're going to hear from Kyle Fletcher after what happened this past Wednesday on Dynamite, where he pinned Hangman Adam Page. We're also going to have the ladies in action. We're going to have the Triangle of Madness, Tekla, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Megan Bain taking on Harley Cameron, Chris Statlander, Mina Sharikana, and of course, my lady of the hour, Timeless, Tony Storm, all in action. Everyone is banned from ringside after the chaos that's been happening the last couple weeks. Oh, my mouse does not want to work for me tonight. We have Mark Briscoe taking on Konosuke Takeshita. Mark Briscoe is on the trail of getting the TNT champion with Kyle Fletcher, so they'll be going one-on-one. And we're also going to have a rematch from Dynamite the first week at 2300. John Moxley taking on Daniel Garcia, one-on-one. All this happening and more on AEW Collision tomorrow at the 2300 Arena, which that concludes their second week of residency. And I mean, is there a particular match? I know you guys don't watch Collision, but if it's there a particular match that got your eyes interested in?
Ooh, Collision.
Who says I don't watch Collision?
I'm trying not to stir the pot. I'm trying to be quiet.
Who says I don't watch Collision?
It's like, is this the new one you're gonna be doing watch alongs for, Courtney? Is it timeless Saturday?
I'm not doing watch outs for Collision. I just figured since we're doing Friday nights, I might as well preview Collision.
We can put some big grande on it. Timeless Sabado.
I'm sorry, Courtney. I'm sorry.
But they're
just match wise, the women's tag match I'm looking forward to. Outside of Don Callis, I'm very interested in what Kyle Fletcher has to say. I am really digging Kyle Fletcher's like journey ever since he took on Will Ospreay. Like that guy's been doing it. Like I really can't wait to. I really hope like fake TK like keeps the gas on this guy because he has not backed up since. He's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, the Protostar is dope, and it's hopefully I'm with the councilman on that. Hopefully they really punch his trajectory the right way because it can be a great mid-card champion that ascends the ranks to the top star, especially since a lot of our top stars are aging and injured in AEW. That's a big deal that's not being discussed enough. Always interested in women's matches. I hate when we do like the big mashup 8-10 person tag things. I wish they would stop doing that and just give us like a couple singles matches. We don't got to throw everybody into one big match. It never works. But at least they're being featured. I think Takeshita was in action too, right?
With Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, that's going to be a banger. Takeshita's another one. I wish he's making the rounds globally. Great superstar, great work. Probably has some of the most aura that you would see in any wrestler today. But it's like, I don't think we know how to position him as like the top threat on AEW programming. I wish New Japan would just like really launch him as the face of their brand because he can do well with the crossover jumping from the States over to New Japan. But I really wish that they would really launch him on AEW programming weekly because he can really be your top star of the brand.
I agree.
He is.
Alexei just comment. Courtney.
Well, we don't do that here. That's nice.
And plus, Takeshita will because he's going to be the guy to take out Okada. It's just bound to happen soon. They're going to have a match. It's going to happen soon. It's just they can't follow.
I hope so, because stripping the belt off of him to give it to Kenny, and then Kenny lose it to Okada, and it's like, okay, we never see to Ketchka get his redemption. Like, word?
It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But outside, of course, the ladies seeing this, I'm very happy to see Mark Briscoe and Takeshita go in this. Moxley and Daniel Garcia, I was there in person the first time they had the match, and it was really good seeing them in person. I don't know what's going on with the Death Riders. It looks like they're trying to recruit Daniel Garcia, but we'll see what happens there. Also, I'm pretty sure they're going to put on a banger, but all this is happening on Collision tomorrow night at 2300. And if you have not been to the residency because they're concluding their second week, next week is the final week. So if you are in Philly, make sure to check it out. It is incredible.
Do you want to wrap on that and head over to WWT After Dark?
Yeah, just some quick news regarding TNA. I just wanted to put that in there. If you've been following TNA, we now know on Victory Road, Ash by Elegance will be facing off against Masha Slamovich for the TNA Knockouts Championship match. And whoever is the champion will face off against Indy Hartwell at Bound for Glory in October.
There it is. I like the TNA wrap up. Yes,
We don't have a slide for this, but let me plug Worlds Collide next weekend on Canelo Fight Night or the day before the
No,
Canelo
we do.
fight.
No, we do.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
that.
We did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You
You weren't here when we
missed
talked.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave him
you
that.
were back
Just
in
wanna
the
give-
streets quickly.
Just want to give love to my client who's going to be on that card, of course.
Yep, they announced it during SmackDown. These are the matches that will happen at AAA next Friday.
Are you satisfied? Said
Yeah, especially since you just let me know I'm getting the private jet to go out to Vegas next week. Thank you, TK.
all right. Well, with that being said, we're gonna head over to WWT After Dark. Will, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at 5 letters, 1 word. You can fill in the rest. Shout out Big Jim. That's what we'll be doing all winter. I can only say the full thing on the After Dark show. Just know.
All right. Well, Said, you want to tell us what you'll be doing all winter and where everybody can find you?
I don't know where you can find me. I can tell you where you can't find me, and that's Bangladesh, because that's out of my budget. I don't got the TK money, but I'm working on it. I'm working on getting there. You can find me in the social streets. Said is the answer. Said says on Twitter. Said is the answer on TikTok and Instagram as well. I do write articles every now and then. Somebody give me motivation to write. I want to write something. Maybe I'll write about how I took over Wednesday nights.
Oh my gosh. I actually did call you on my way back. Courtney is going to beat you.
I called you by the way.
No, oh, then I was probably on the plane.
See?
I called you with that idea that I wanted to talk to you about so we can discuss later.
The mayor calls people back. I'm not immune to my phone. I'm pretty busy.
No, she rocking the belt.
Wait, what?
He got she's holding the belt.
Wow.
And skipping with it.
Yeah, we're gonna dive into that on After Dark.
Who's that? Who just said that? Boza, the mayor is happy about the Chiefs losing this first game of the season. And if you know what's good for you, you will have your left hand up Sunday morning rooting for my Washington Commanders. But that's all I got.
Our producer from the future, Dylan, said you should write an article as to why you should get Wednesdays.
Why I should get it? If you just read the chat for the past 24 days, whatever it might have been, you guys asked for this. You guys said, "Hey, Mayor, show up on Wednesday." I said, "Damn it, you're right." CEO Wednesdays.
Courtney, where can everybody find you?
Well, the people can find me. The people can find me chirping sporadically on WWT. I don't know what the hell he's talking about because it's Timeless Elite Wednesday since I'm back from residency. So I will be doing my watch along for AEW Dynamite every Wednesday because we're on the road to All Out in Toronto. So please don't mess up with that. You can follow me on @CourtneyNJ11. I still have a lot of content I'm posting from the residency the first week, also from Ring of Honor as well. We'll be talking a lot on WWT After Dark on my own experience because it just seems there's been a recurring theme with wrestling media, which I will talk a lot about, but also feel free to do that. Also feel free to follow on ISPW Wrestling because we got a lot of shows happening in the fall holiday season. Me and Honey will be at 90s Wrestling Con at September 27th. So feel free to see us if you are in Jersey. And also, if you know, Sunday it's football and also go Fins. Dolphins are playing on Sunday. Go Fins.
Can I do something real quick? I'm gonna hop out real quick. TK, you go ahead, tag out. I'm not even here. Just give me a.
Well, shout out to the IWC
Oh God.
WWE's video of AJ Lee coming back in 1 hour has hit 2.3 million views.
Wow.
There it
1
is.
hour.
I mean, the people have been calling for her. With that being said, you guys can follow me everywhere at oh God, at TK Trinidad. Make sure you guys support the Women's Wrestling Archive. We definitely need your help for that. It's a really big passion project. You know, we can archive things things like, for instance, talking about AJ and Athena and all the days that she's been champion, and having it really documented. So no matter whoever the women's wrestler is, they can they can their career is going to be documented. Be sure to like and subscribe. Oh boy,
Just make sure I'm giving free promo here. Make sure you guys tune in to the Collision Watch Along tomorrow. Sábado de Eterno. That's all I want to say.
Really, Dylan?
That's Timeless Saturday in Spanish, in case you didn't know. I'm on my big grande shit. So, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Make sure to like and subscribe, and tell your friends and all your cousins them why it is important to tune into WWT. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk. Also, join us on WWT After Dark, happening right after this show. So if you are a member of WWT, you can watch us after dark. You can come with your questions. You can ask, Courtney, if she is going to, take, what she's going to do with the situation, or give her suggestions. All the things will be happening on WWT After Dark. So you definitely want to keep it locked. You have to be a member in order to hear all our hot takes and all the takes that we can't say, publicly. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.